This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so I've always been ABAP. I managed ABAP team, but I've never been functional. So is that enough, Amit?
Yeah, that is perfect. Thanks for the introduction and very good evening for you.
Yeah, thank you. And so sorry for being late because Anuja told me tomorrow. I told it it's tomorrow in Toronto, but it's tomorrow in India because for me it's the same day. So
No problem, absolutely fine. Yeah, so you're willing to shift to sales and distribution model?
no, I just want to be a better developer because if you don't know the function, it's hard to develop. So I just want to. That's it.
Okay, that is really great. Before going ahead, can you just tell me that you want to take a training into a specific module that is going to enhance your skill set or what you are willing to be?
Yeah. So right. So now I'm going to start with this D, and after that I will do FICO. So those are the two that interest me.
Okay, so you want a training in sales and distribution or material management or FICO. Which module you are willing to go ahead?
So SD.
SD. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. So I will tell you, I do have experience of couple of years. In that, I am done with couple of implementations, company code rollout, plant rollout, and rest of the projects, including interface projects. I am very near to ABAP team all the way. That is my most likely area of working. As you rightly said, if we want to have the privilege to work on any of the module, then module integration, that is the part which is very important. Because being a ABAPer from your side, to understand the process is very important rather than only adding the code in the program or making the smart forms. Right? So that is what I firmly believe, that what you have taken, what kind of decision you have taken, that is absolutely on the topmost priority. So first of all, as far as sales and distribution is concerned, this is the syllabus we have, but just to discussion. But apart from this, whatever things that you are required as a part of the sales and distribution process understanding, that I will let you know one by one. That is how a functional can think and how a technical can think. Okay. First, the basic difference I want to tell you between the way we are going to think, or over the period of time, the way we have inculcated in between or habituated to think on. Like, I will give you an example. Being an ABAPer or being a ABAP lead, we are habituated to understand the requirement from the functional team. We are not that frequent encountering with the end customers. Am I right?
That is correct, yes.
Because we always believe on functional specification, and what is there in the functional specification, we are going to develop the things accordingly. That is the one side of the coin that you have worked till now. Now the second part of the coin is about the functional thing, and that is why I am here to explain you the things. Okay, so I will make you conversant about sales and distribution module is concerned. If you want the training on material management, I am there. So we are going to make you aware about the things and how a functional consultant has to behave, how a functional consultant is going to take care of all those things that I will tell you. Okay. And this is going to help you out to prepare the functional specification, and you know what to do after functional specification. Am I correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So though I have worked on a couple of things as a part of the model integrator, and I am a strong model integrator, not only from the functional side, but also from basis, ABAP, and these technical modules. So I will be able to justify or give the proper justice to your requirement. Okay. So now, as far as the syllabus is concerned, we are going to start with this enterprise structure definition and assignment. That is, first of all, whenever we are going to implement somewhere, then this is important to have that particular organization structure to be mapped into the system. That is what the basic prerequisite. So as far as sales and distribution part is concerned, we are going to first configure what exactly the sales organization, distribution channel, division and sales area that is going to be a part of that enterprise structure. And while we are going to have the actual sessions, I will be able to explain you the proper things, that what exactly the sales organization means, what exactly a distribution channel means, what exactly a division means, and from the functional point of view, how we can add those things into the enterprise structure and get this utilized with proper assignment. Because in enterprise structure there are two steps are there. One is definition of organizational units and assignment of organization units within the module, that is within the sales and distribution module, as well as assignment of these organization units with other modules as well, like material management, production planning, FICO. Okay, so this is about enterprise structure. Then moving ahead is master data. As we know that master data is the pillar of any of the organization, because whenever we are going to implement for the customer, then they do have certain kind of master data in their system, like customer master, material master, customer material info record, then output master record, and then price conditions. What these master data are there, we are going to discuss in the sessions in detail, but I'm just giving you a glance that whatever numbers of the customers are there to whom they are selling, let's say vendors are there from whom they are purchasing the goods. So first we need to understand the process. Process is very important, because unless and until you know the flow, how that particular module is going to behave, then and only then you will be able to understand what are the prerequisites and what are the requirements that we need to take care of. Is it clear?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay, that is about customer master. Then when we are done with one part, that is customer master, then second part is material master. What are the materials available? Either these are only materials, like finished product is there, semi-finished product is there, raw material is there, then services are there. So depending upon the nature of industry that we are working for, and this is for your information, that the major processes that are going to be bifurcated from sales and distribution area is either this billing is delivery related or this is order related. This means we are going to either sell a product in which the process is going to follow as: first we are going to create the inquiry, then we do have quotation, then we are going to create the sales order, and if it is a product, then we are going to have the delivery, and then we are going to have the invoice. If it is not a product, if it is a service, then we are going to create an invoice after sales order. There will not be any delivery because it's a service. So likewise, we are going to map the things accordingly, and to achieve this, we are going to compile with master data. In that, material master data is one of the things. So there are different views are there to maintain the data. Basic data 1, 2, sales organization 1, 2, sales general plan data and all. And in customer master as well, it is going to be consisted with three kinds of data. These are the three data: general data, that is the general information about the customer; company code data, that is the finance related information of the customer; and sales area data, that is the sales related information of that customer. And once we have configured or maintained those data, this customer material info record, that is the combination data, and then output master record that you must be conversant on, that is NACE, right?
Yep.
So these are the settings they are going to maintain depending upon the level on which we want to maintain the settings, like maintain the sales output master record for sales orders, delivery orders, and invoice documents. That we used to go into NACE all the way and find out the details as per the requirement and get the smart form configured on the basis of the output types what we have maintained. Okay, so we are going to do a reverse engineering over here, what you are supposed to do, because output is the thing that we are going to take into consideration after saving the transaction. But from where this data is going to be fetched, either it is from the master data, either it is from the transaction data, what kind of data we want to fetch and get it printed on the master data or outputs, that is very good, very, very important as far as determination point of view is concerned, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
So these are some of the data, and along with this, we are going to check the incompletion log. Then we are going to check with the free good determination, material determination. There are a couple of things, couple of terminologies, and how this can be used and this can be utilized in the live scenarios, and what are the different industries that I have worked on. And this will be a value advantage that I have one experience to work on real estate industry, as well as manufacturing industry, service industry, then food industry, food and beverages industry. So it's a combined experience. So you will get a leverage to work on the assignments and whatever things that I have worked on, and what are the critical parts we have handled, and how to link the things from the functional point of view as well as with the technical point of view, because our implementation is not going to get completed without help of technical team like above. So this is what the major part. And then what are the different functional controls? That is what exactly the sales document is all about. What I have told you as a part of the sales cycle before some time, that is inquiry, quotation, sales order, delivery document. So all those things, in that we are going to differentiate like pre-sales document. What are the pre-sales documents? That is inquiry and quotation. What is a standard order document? That is standard order, cash sales and rush order. What are the outline agreements? That is sales delay agreement and contract. There are different types of contracts are available. That is either a rental contract, either it is a general contract, either it is a master contract. So these kinds of contracts are available, and we are going to see all those things one by one. Then the most important part is customer complaints. That is nothing but the credit memos, debit memos, invoice correction request and returns. So these kinds of documents we are going to see. I will be able to explain you the functional flow, how the things are going to be mapped, because most of the time we may think that if we want to activate a particular functionality, and what the triggering point or the configuration point has to be. I will give you a small example. This particular requirement, like the moment I'm going to save the sales order, the delivery document has to be generated automatically. That is what the requirement. So the control for the same is going to lie in the sales document header, that is VOV8. There is a setting in the shipping tab, and where we can set up the moment we are going to save the sales order, the delivery will get generated automatically. Like this, there are so many triggers which can be controlled from the background, and that is nothing but your configuration. On the same line, we are going to cover the item category. The standard item category is TAN, and then schedule line category, that is CP. So schedule line is nothing but the confirmed quantity, what customer has requested, and what is the requested delivery date. These are the two things that we need to take into consideration and work accordingly. Most of the time you have heard the concept or heard the transactional flow from a functional consultant. But what I'm talking now with you is something you can find weird, because these are the core concepts. Okay, it's like defining a table, defining a loop while you are defining any loop and putting a condition into if and if. Okay, in that you are creating a work area table, and you're defining the terms and conditions, and after that sometimes you're clearing the value, and sometimes where exactly the size say is equal to 4 has to be there, and some where the size say is equal to 0 has to be there, and where the data has to be passed to the further steps. On the same line, we are going to work in a functional side which can help us to understand the things in a better way. Clear?
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Okay, and
Well,
then
well, I just want to let you know that I'm not expecting you to give me everything. You know, I just want to know the big picture, and you know, like I will complete my, you know, because I know it's there's lots of stuff here. So
no, I just okay. That is absolutely fine. So these are the couple of chapters. Then the most important chapter is pricing part. Okay,
yeah,
because as far as pricing is concerned, it is about most of the
my
time we are going to achieve the requirement with routines by developing the routines with the help of a mapper. Okay. Now, as far as functional part is concerned, what in general, what the basic price has to be, what is the cost that is incurred to prepare a material, from where this cost is going to be calculated, then what kind of discounts we are going to be applicable, then what are the taxes. So in totality, these things, what we see in general, that we are going to map on the system as per the business requirement. And then moving ahead is, what are the different determinations that we are going to cover. In short, I would like to tell you in a summation, in a nutshell, that what are the things that are required to run a cycle of order to cash. We are going to configure everything on the system, like pricing is there, output is there, master data is there, enterprise structure is there. Okay, and this is what the flow, that is inquiry, quotations, then what the self campaign means, promotion means, and all those things which are required and which are going to be help us to understand the sales and distribution process in a better way. Okay,
that's good.
and once we are done with the standard processes, there are some special processes are also there, that is consignment sales, outline agreements as discussed, complaint process, special sales scenarios, rush order and cash sales. So these are also we are going to see one by one, and which is definitely going to help you to understand the things in a very better way. And I can understand, though you are taking these things at the first time, so getting a gauge of that, that is not that easy because it is a core functional thing. But
No, so
don't worry.
but I have been supporting SD, so like I had to learn by myself. I just wanna, you know, so I was learning piece by piece. Now I want to have like an end-to-end picture. You know what I mean?
Perfect, 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 perfect.
But I have been supporting SD for a while.
That is absolutely perfect. So you are in the right place, and I will be able to, justify the things what you are really expecting.
So I usually like driving before I go for the driver's license.
Oh, that's great. Absolutely great. Highly appreciated. So once we are going to do with the sales document, then what exactly the shipping process has to be, how the outbound is going to happen, if it is a product, then
Hello, hello.
and then the last step is billing process. That is end transaction. This is the last step we are going to follow as a part of the order to cash. This is the process where we are going to raise the bill to the customer depending upon what service or what product we have sold to that customer. And there are also different scenarios, like either we want to have this periodic kind of a billing like rental thing, or we want to raise a bill on the monthly wise, quarterly wise, half yearly wise, depends on the business requirement, or if we want to get it apply as a milestone, that is mostly going to be used in the real estate industry. So depending upon the industry, depending upon the sector, the concepts are going to be changed as per the requirement. Okay.
Perfect.
And then these are some of the things that how the account is going to be determined, and then copy control. This is one of the things, like, I will tell you in generic that let's say we are creating a quotation with reference to an inquiry.
Yeah.
Then the data of the inquiry get copied into quotation. Then we are creating a sales order with reference of quotation. Then data of the quotation is getting copied into sales order. So there would be any data redundancy while copying the data, as well as there is no necessity to maintain the data all the way when we are copying from any other document. So how this setup is going to be worked, and what are the different routines, requirements of the data transfer are going to be maintained at the standard places, and what are the probable situations where we want to have the change, that we can discuss on the things or the scenarios that I have worked on as a part for the healthy discussion. Okay, and these are some of the processes, like we can have the copy from sales document to sales document, then sales document to delivery document, then sales document to billing document. Like that, we can have the copy control. So in totality, what exactly the copy control, that I have given you the idea, and we are going to follow the things accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay. And then definitely we are going to go in depth of the pricing, that what are the things that we are required. The most generic thing that we have already going to be encountered is maintain the condition record. That is, if you want to maintain the price of the, let's say, basic price PR00, then there are multiple ways. Either we can enter that value manually, then what are the settings that are required. If we want to set up that value to be determined automatically, then this wiki 11 is going to be used, where we are going to maintain the value either on the basis of the customer, either on the basis of the customer and material. Okay.
Perfect.
And that is the last, but that is the perfect model integration stuff.
Last but the most difficult.
Yeah, but I will make it simple for you, and I will give you the best of the best possible things with the proper scenarios and proper functional understanding along with the technical side.
No, that is perfect.
Okay, anything else you want as a part of the sales and distribution walkthrough?
No, that's good. So, like, how about FICO? How comfortable are you with FICO?
FICO, yeah, we can first start with sales and distribution. And as far as FICO model integration is concerned, I am very much conversant that how the things has to be.
So you think what's better is the first or the FICO first?
Sales and distribution we can take first, and then we can go ahead with the different modules.
Yeah, because I want to take the whole module FICO as well, finance and control.
No problem, no problem. We can first start with the sales and distribution, and then we can, once it is about to complete, we can go ahead for the FICO as well.
Okay. No, that's good. I'm good. This is a good plan.
Okay. And definitely, if you are having any interest in material management as well, we can have that as well.
Okay, sure. So yeah, for now I want to do SD, then FICO, and then we'll see how it goes. And then
Sure. It is up to you, and just let us know what is the comfortable thing that we can start our sessions. So just let Anuja know the things.
Yeah. So okay. So for you, like, what's the best time for you, like, to do this? Like, is it like? So is it going to be like? How do you do this? Is it like 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, or what? Like, how do you organize?
It's it is a mutual understanding about your timing and my timing. Okay.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I don't want to kill you either. So I want to do something, because if you're happy, you are going to teach well. If you're not happy, then you're not going to teach well.
No, it's not like that. Actually, what I would like to suggest you is we can just start up with the things, and though my profile is quite flexible, so it is always be on the higher side, and we can track the things on priority. And once you have enrolled, then we can decide on the timings. Don't worry, timing is absolutely not an issue. And second thing is about during the weekdays or during the weekends, it can be a mixture. Okay.
Okay.
As per the availability, we can go ahead and complete the things.
Okay. But yes.
What is important from my side, rather than only covering the sessions, the concept has to be delivered to you, and it has been understood by you. That is the main core part of mine.
Oh, perfect. I appreciate that. Yeah, and like I've been doing this for 10 years, and so ABAP, I have no problem. It's just functional. I want to get my head around it, because I will be managing functional people. They may add them to my team, so I want to know what they are doing, and what are the best practices.
Sure, definitely.
Perfect. Thanks, my friend Amit. I appreciate it. So I will reach out to Anuja and figure this out.
Okay, sure then.
And yeah, so anyways, but we can start like anytime soon, right?
Yeah. You can just confirm, then we can decide.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I will talk to Anuja tomorrow, and I will send her an email, and then we will go from there.
Sure. Anuja,
Okay.
are you there?
Yes. You
Hey,
email me.
Anuja. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank both of you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Bye.